Hello, hello, live. Okay, I think we're working. All right, hello, how are you? I hope you're well. It's nice to be here. Let me just move my mic a little bit closer so you can hear me. All right, so today I wanted to hop on live to share with you. By the way, I'll be live all week, Monday today, Wednesday, and then Friday as well. I've got 3 things I want to share with you this week in preparation for next week, because this time next week on Monday, I will be hosting a brand new private live training exclusively for people who apply to work with me in 2021. So give me a year, I will give you language skills for life. We're going to do this together in Language Life. But yeah, you need to apply. So you can do that right now, lindsaydoeslanguages.com/apply. And I will tell you more about that as well later on and this week. So going between 2 screens. Today then, I want to talk to you about, like, you've maybe seen the title of this video is Put the Duolingo Down, right? I want to talk to you about this idea of feeling like you have all of these things. Maybe, you've bought a course in the past, or you've gone to the bookshop and you've got all the books ready to learn that language and they're sat on the shelf, and you've downloaded all the apps, you've got all the subscriptions, and you're beginning to feel like, is anything actually gonna work for me? You have all of this stuff, and I get it, right? And the truth is that another essential French online course, or all the Korean words that you need to know ebook, is not what you need right now. That's not what's going to help you to get to where you want to be, right? So there's something that is much more useful than that, and I'm going to share that with you in this video. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is that through discovering this, my attitudes towards, I suppose it would be the way to describe it, my language learning and my approach and my process, and then as a result of all of that, my actual progress is so much more consistent and stable, and I feel so much more better about that, much more better. Right? Oh, paused. There we go, you're back with me here on Instagram. So yeah, I wanted to start by sharing that. Number one, you don't need more stuff, right? You don't need another book. You don't need to buy another online course. You don't need to just, get one more app subscription. That's not what's going to help you. I want you to use what you have access to, right? We're going to start learning a language with what's available, what's there, what we can actively use, what we have, right? That's the best way to begin, because language learning, if you're watching this, it's in your hands because you have the internet, right? And there's so much that we can do when we have the internet in terms of language learning that we don't always tap into, but it can be such a huge tool and a real game changer. So that's the first thing, is that you have everything you need, right? Don't feel that compulsion. And especially as we come up to like Black Friday time, it's very easy to be like, oh, maybe this is the answer. Oh, maybe that's the answer. Don't feel that, right? You don't need more stuff. And the second thing I want to share with you is something that I learned from learning Guarani, right? So you've probably heard me talk about Guarani before. It's a bit of a gem of a language. Let me just do some wave tapping on Instagram. It hid everything from me. There we go. So Guarani is an indigenous language spoken in Paraguay alongside Spanish, and I speak English, right? But I also speak Spanish. And I learned when I started Guarani that there wasn't much out there in English in particular. And even from outside of Paraguay, in Spanish, resources were also very limited. So that abundance and that almost overwhelm that you sometimes feel when you're like, oh, maybe that book's the answer, or maybe that subscription's going to help me, right? Or maybe if I just keep tapping away on this, I'm finally going to get there. That overwhelm, completely gone. And having less resources to work with when I was learning Guarani really taught me something that I have since taken and transferred across to every language that I learn. And that is that just one resource, right? If you see it like a sponge full of water, then It's all about how much you choose to squeeze it out, how much you choose to extract from that sponge, if you like. Now, that could be that you have a few resources and you kind of get a bit from each, and that feels good. Or maybe that means that you have one thing and that's what you're working with. And, so if you've got that one book on the shelf, but you're feeling like, I tried it once, I got to chapter 3, is it really for me? You still have something there that you can work with. You don't have to work through it in order. You don't have to work through it like in any logical sense. You can literally take from that one resource what you want and what you need and extract from it as you go. So that's the second thing I wanted to share with you, is that whatever you do have, you have, and you can extract from that, right? And the final thing is the thing that's really, really, really so much more important than any other like French 101 course or whatever, right? Is learning how to learn. Learning how to learn a language. And I always say this comparison because this is so true. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, here's another French course, here's another German course, whatever, without also helping you figure out what to do with that thing, right? That's more what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in another thing and just like adding to that pile that already feels like it's too much, that bookshelf that's already like burrowing in the middle. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in actually like sharing with you how you can learn. This is one of the best things that you can do for your language learning, guaranteed. Because when you know that, maybe you heard me talk about those like, extracting from the resource and stuff like that. And you're thinking, cool, that's great. I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea what I need to do to, what should I be spending my time on as I'm like taking everything from this resource that I already have, right? And if that's you, this is why this matters. This is why the learning how to learn matters, because you'll then know what is going to work best for you, what you need to do most, where your weaker areas are, blah, 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 right? And all of that comes from learning how to learn. So with that in mind, I want to invite you to work with me next year, 2021. Give me a whole year. I will give you language skills for life. We're going to work on that aspect of things, that learning how to learn. But don't worry, because you may be thinking, okay, that's cool, but does that mean that I have to put all my language learning on hold for a whole year and just like learn how to learn, and then like 2022, January 1st, pick up where you left off? No, this whole program of Language Life has been designed so that we can do this together alongside you actively learning those languages, continually improving that process so that you continually improve your progress, right? That's what this is all about. And if you're like, this sounds amazing, I'm ready to go deep with this, I'm ready to work together with you, then let's do this, right? So lindsaydoeslanguages.com/apply. And on that page, you will see the application. Just fill it out. It's 2 very, very quick questions plus your contact info. And I'll be hosting a live private training next Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you're invited. So do apply, lindsaydoeslanguages.com/apply. And I will see you there. All right. So let me get my tab going live in other places. Oh, hey. Okay, I've just come over to the other comment box. Hi, Ophelia. Hi, Pietro. Cool. Hello. And that is everything for today. I encourage you to apply. I would love to work with you, love to find out more about where you're at with your language learning and see if this is going to be a good fit for you. And I promise you, complete honesty with this application, right? If I think, actually, you know what, this isn't right for you, I will tell you. So don't feel there's no commitment as soon as you apply, right? It's not like, oh, this is it. Okay, so I definitely encourage you to do so, and I cannot wait to see you've just applied. Oh yeah, I recognize your name. I'm going to go back to the applications in a second and carry on, pick off where I left off this morning. All right. So, because I'm literally personally going through everyone. Okay, so I will see you very soon. lindsaydoeslanguages.com/apply. There we go. That's the link. And All right. My link, by the way, if you're on Instagram, or in fact, if you're on any of these places, it's in my bio link. And on YouTube, I will be popping over now and putting it in the description for this video when we're done live. Okay, that's everything. All right. Bye.